Welcome to everyone who is watching and listening. With this video, I am launching my channel, which will be dedicated to the technology and organization of underground engineering communications, structures, and roads construction, as well as the prevention and resolution of problems that may arise in the process. This channel will be interesting and useful for developers, engineers with limited professional experience, and of course, students of construction universities. A few words about myself. My name is Joseph Gurevich. I was born in the Soviet Union in 1970, in Baku. After finishing school in 1987, I entered the Leningrad Higher Military Engineering Construction School, undoubtedly the best construction university in the Soviet Union, and graduated in 1992. I started my career as an engineer in the Capital Construction Department of one of the administrations of the Moscow Military District, and eventually became the first Deputy General Director of one of the largest engineering general contracting holdings in Moscow, with an annual turnover of $500 million. This holding had 11 full-fledged, its own construction departments, and around a dozen other subsidiary production companies. I worked in this position for 10 years, from 2001 to 2011. The main activities of our company were new construction and the reconstruction of underground engineering networks and roads. I managed the reconstruction of Kedrova, Plekhanova, and Novocheryo-Mushkinskaya streets, and the construction of engineering networks for the Moscow Ring Road, 3 major sections of the 3rd Transport Ring, the Moscow International Business Center, Moscow City, the reconstruction of Kievskoye, Borovskoye, and Vnukovskoye highways, the Volokolamskoye Highway, and Svobody Street interchange, the reconstruction of Borodinsky Bridge and Severyaninski Overpass, the railway tunnel for Vnukovo Airport, and for many large-scale residential areas in Moscow. Eventually, I established my own general contracting company, which successfully operated in the Moscow and Moscow region markets for nearly 9 years, completing and commissioning dozens of commercial construction projects. Before starting my own business, I obtained an economic education, graduating in 2011 from the National Research University Higher School of Economics in Moscow, with a specialization in financial management. Since the end of 2017, I have been living in Israel. Here, I provide consulting services to developers and investors, both private and institutional, as well as to operating organizations, condominiums, and contractors, and also implement engineering supervision of public projects for land development. Now, let's get started with the lecture topic, and as tradition dictates, we'll begin with the basics. Classification. The following technological methods are used for the construction of engineering networks: open, closed, semi-closed, and special methods. In this course, I will cover the first 3. Special methods are a large area that I may discuss in one of the following courses. In the open method, the construction of engineering networks is carried out in a pre-prepared trench, the walls of which are either sloped or supported by temporary fencing. The temporary trench fencing structure uses steel pipes, rolled profiles, sheet piles, or wools in the ground of trench or pile type. In the semi-closed method, the soil is developed in tiers in a pit or trench, with the simultaneous installation of a floor slab. The development of each lower tier is carried out under the protection of the previously constructed slab above it, provided that the concrete in the slab structures has reached 75% strength. In the closed construction method, trenchless technologies such as piercing, jacking, shield tunneling, and micro-tunneling are used. Almost on all of the projects I have completed have used the above-mentioned methods of constructing engineering networks, so my knowledge comes from my own 30 years of practical experience. I will discuss all of these methods in detail in future lectures. So, if you found this interesting, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.